I love it. It's nerve-wracking, but a lot of fun.
Got a bunch of pictures of you and Ricky out in the Gaslamp.
Right, yeah. Yes, it's been fun. It's one of the wildest things I've ever been to. I was saying it's cool to see everyone be who they want to be, you know? Everyone's showing their true colors here, which is cool, you know? If you want to be a Targaryen, be a Targaryen, you know? Yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about where Jasper is as the season begins?
What I can say is that, you know, I was on the drop ship when we exited and all the grounders were charred, and same with some of our friends maybe. But when the gas comes in and the mountain men arrive, I am with Clark and that group. So I'm in Mount Weather currently, and that's all I can say. Yeah. I don't know what I can say. I've been saying this. I just don't want to get killed on the show because that happens. So I'm watching my words.
Yourself once, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm watching my words here. You know.
So I know you guys are really close, like with like connecting with the fans and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what has been like some like of the best stories that you've seen come out of like your interactions with fans?
Jeez. What was really cool to see everyone like really take to just those goggles that Jasper had, and it became a thing. Goggle Boy, and there was like a whole competition where everyone was wearing goggles, and that was cool. I don't know. It's cool to see fans freak out as well over, you know, a big twist in the storyline, and when you see the all caps, you know, you've done a good job. You know, I'm trying to think of specifics. I don't know. It's amazing fan videos and like someone dressed as Raven here, which was cool. Yeah. I don't know. It's nice to have dedicated fans. Yeah.
What's kind of the biggest challenge that Jasper's going to face and the group's going to face in in this new environment that they're in?
Well, we're entering a place that we don't really know anything about. And we came from a world where we were locked up our whole lives. So, for this season, it could either go really horribly for these kids, the 100, probably like the 50 or whatever now. I think the conflict, like for the first season, is always going to be we don't know our surroundings and we don't really know what we're in for. Just like the audience, these characters are kind of in the dark, and we figure it out with them. So I think that's going to be a big challenge for all of them is trying to figure out your surroundings. What is this place? Is it good or bad?
Do you think they feel more safe now, or do you think
that's the thing? I think it can go both ways for any character. You know, this is a new place. It must be shocking. We just came from war. You know,
right.
So the reaction could either be really, grand in a good way, or really, horrifying. Depends on what we uncover. Depends on what we run into and what we learn about. Because nothing on the surface is what it is, I don't know what I'm saying.
So in season 1, Jasper is kind of like, he's part of the main group, but he's not really, he's like slowly taking on more like leadership, and he's like taking like action. Mm-hmm. Are we going to see him take on a way bigger leadership role in the second season now that the two guys are off, alive, dead?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I always thought as Jasper as the guy in the back who was kind of a fan of the spacewalker Finn, and Clark, the princess, because they're these people who are very commanding, or they, they've done things in their lives that are like exciting to Jasper. I always thought of him as like the small town kid, came from a small town. He's like happy to see like like looks at Finn like he's Tom Cruise or something, you know. To see that transition of him kind of taking a backseat, happy to be along with the cool kids, and then kind of becoming someone who needs to, you know, take action, because if you don't, you're going to die or whatnot. I think, we'll progress further into that with Jasper, and I think he's becoming more of a strong person. You know, he's kind of finding himself a little bit more, and maybe even becoming a little more confident in his own body. Because I always felt like he was, you know, a little uncomfortable and excited to be around these people, and then slowly becomes, we're in hell, and what do I need to do to survive? And then from that, he kind of finds this courage that, you know, never really knew he had.
He also kind of was responsible for triggering the war in a sort of way.
It's true, but he also ended it.
Right. So does that still make him maybe more hesitant about things, or does he put that away?
I think that's something you can never probably put away. You know, there's always like getting speared. You know, he's got that forever. But yeah, I think there's a lot of weight behind the decisions that Jasper made. You know, I'm responsible technically for a lot of deaths, most of them on the show, I feel like, based off the war that ensued after. So, you know, it's hard, because we were already at war kind of before the bomb, the bridge at the bomb. What am I saying? Sorry, the bomb at the bridge. It's been a long day, but yeah. I think the good can outweigh the bad. It'll always be a struggle, you know. He did a lot to save these people as well, so there's a lot on his moral compass. He's as confused as I am.
Thank you.
Thank you.